Right. He crits you and you're dead. Alright, we're done for the night, guys.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, so last time Chugs had run out to fight against this guy who identifies himself as Cyanrath. And he has been fighting him, but not faring very well. There are some prisoners, including what Bernsey has identified as his cousin. And that's pretty much where we're at. I think we were at the top of the order. I kind of left the initiative order and everything there, so
Oh, we're at the top?
I believe so.
Shit. Oh man, Chugs should let Chugs get one last hit in there.
So, okay, so it would be Bill's turn, but seeing as he's not here to make any decisions, I will let... Well, I don't know what he was going to do. He seemed pretty hesitant to do anything, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do in his name.
I'll just...
Yeah, I don't know, he seemed like he kind of wanted to jump in.
I know, but I think it's not a... I'm worried about that happening. See, this is so, you know. I don't think Chugs wants anyone to step in. So I didn't realize that he wasn't gonna get to take a turn, but that's what he was gonna shout out. It's just to stay away.
I'm just going to I'm going to let everyone be able to control him, so... Because I don't want to make any decisions for him myself, because I feel like you know, in a crucial situation, I already know what's going to happen, so I don't... Well, I know most of what's going to happen, but... So I'll let you guys kind of decide what you think he would do based on his personality and stuff.
I mean, I think Bill wanted to intervene.
But I think at the same time, if you told him not to, I think he'd listen.
Yeah.
So if you as Chugs actively tell him not to, then I guess he'll just stay there.
I mean, like, so Chugs basically, because he had just taken a big blow, and then had missed, so he kind of would have said, so to give you kind of an idea of where Chugs is at, I think he thinks that even if he loses to this guy, they're gonna leave. He's gonna have proved his point, or he's gonna take that as a. I didn't think about this. He might take that as a means that he owns this keep now.
I mean, I'm pretty confident that the guards inside can take him if it comes to that.
Yeah.
Us and, you know, Bill and me and Sparkles.
Sparkles. That's true, and if Chugs goes down, I got Sparkles to control.
Is Amanda playing a new character, or is she controlling?
She's not in the thing yet. She'll be introduced a little later.
Okay. Is she Dracula?
All right, so
So you're
so
called
look,
Chugs?
I'm just gonna play as Chugs. So Chugs is basically gonna tell everybody, don't make a move. He says, I will get, I can still take this guy down, and if he takes me down, I will be the most famous human that's ever saved this town from certain doom. And he's just gonna patiently wait his turn.
And I'm gonna whisper to Bill, dwarf.
He's a dwarf. And yeah.
Okay. And
So Chugs doesn't want anyone to intervene. So he's hoping, this is what Chugs believes, even if he loses and is defeated, he should let these two guys go. He thinks that this guy is such an arrogant prick that maybe once he defeats the strongest warrior, he might just leave. Alright, I'm done.
All right, so Bill's gonna stay put.
Yep.
And then Burnsy, you gonna do anything?
I'd like to, but I don't think he would, considering his cousin's on the other side of them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then the kobolds are still going to sit and watch.
They're like Indian style on the grass.
They're all holding hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so where did I put his stats? Oh, they're there. All right, then, as you both are still battling, despite the long pause in between the last exchange.
Watch my internet cut out right now.
Your AC is above a 15, right?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
16.
So he slashes, and the first blow glances, and the second blow also glances off of your armor, and does not. He does a couple slashes that kind of push you one way and the other, but they don't actually get through and damage you at all.
Chugs is gonna pound on his chest, on his like chainmail or whatever he's got on.
And
He's
Decker-
like, "You can't get through this tough human skin." Amanda's probably
is-
very confused about that. Chugs is a dwarf who wants to be a famous human.
I did read the bios.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. All right.
all right.
Deckard is Decker's pulling out his oh my god, what were those like dolphin sticker books, like something Frank books?
Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank's. He's looking at some Lisa Frank books right now.
I was gonna say he could maybe, if he had like a cantrip that he could cast light, he could cast it on his sequin pants and make sort of like a disco ball effect, kind of on the battlefield.
That's exact. That won't be taken as an attack. I mean, he's just lighting it up. He's gonna. You know what? This is Deckard. Deckard's going to cast the light on his sequin pants to see if it distracts the eye of Cyan Wrath for Chugs' next attack. It's just like, the sun caught the glare of his pants, but it's just a cantrip.
All right.
He's just a harmless guy up on the, just looking at his pants.
He will cast it. And a large light kind of envelops the area, and sparkling little specks that move around.
He's gonna kind of like spin a little bit, like he's just kind of like humming and dancing to himself. But he's gonna make eyes with the kobolds, like intense staring.
Okay.
Deckard looks as if like once this is over, he might go get a pizza or something. Like he's not too worried. He's not too concerned.
All right. So he is doing his thing up there, and Chugs, you are up once again.
So Chugs is gonna kind of stretch his side out from where he's been hit so much, and he's gonna think back to that great human warrior that he saw or he heard about as a child that leapt down on top of the orc. So he's gonna take out his stool, and he's gonna stand on it, and he's gonna jump up and fly down onto Cyan Wrath with another melee attack. So here we go for 18.
That will hit.
Oh my god, I hit him!
So you finally jump off of your stool and get enough height to come down on his shoulder.
Yes. You know what I thought about this too? Didn't we get health potions at one point? Like, it would be really honorless to drink a health potion in the middle of a one-on-one. But I don't know. I think we still have this somewhere. Anyways, I hit the motherfucker, and I can go to bed happy tonight.
All right, you draw a little bit of blood that you can see where his armor, there's a little space by his neck. So you drew a little blood. You feel good that you did some damage. And then it's back to the two at the gates of the Sallyport. Bill and Burnsy.
Bill's a little distracted by the light coming up from the top left of him on the roof of the castle.
Should he actually be moving backwards to go?
He's like, what is that?
Okay. Bill's distracted by the nice light, and Burnsy will probably stay put. I'm guessing again, or
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
okay.
keep watching.
It's just a long string of awkward. He's gonna get too. Ugh.
All right. The Deckard attracts one of the kobolds who moves a little bit closer. So you can get a little better look at the light.
Get out of here, man. We're not playing these characters, so I don't know what other silliness he can do. I think he just has minor illusion. Like he can just make. Like, what do kobolds like? If they saw a rabbit running down like the field, would they chase it?
I don't think minor illusions can move, can they?
Oh, I don't know. Can they?
I think it's supposed to be still. Mostly
Okay.
still. But the rest of the kobolds just stay watching, so Cyanrath,
Oh.
angry that you
All right.
have-
Well. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I guess Cyanrath. So he does have prestidigitation, so like Deckard Reeve could make the ground shake as he's dancing up on the walls. But all right. Anyways, it's Cyanrath's turn.
Okay, so he hits you on his second swing. I was worried he's gonna keep missing there. So
Well,
he hits
you're
you
worried.
for
This isn't the character you spent nights writing about. You son of a gun.
Alright, he hits Chugs for 10 damage.
And Chugs is down.
Chugs drops to the floor, and Cyanrath sort of yells into the air a victory cry, and kind of taunts the rest of you like, "This was your best warrior." And then he
Come on, man! I hurt you.
he says, "We are done here." And he begins to walk back this way, and he kind of points at the kobolds, like telling them to basically release the prisoners, you assume.
Yes. What do you mean you assume? Why are you saying that? What's that mean?
Well, he's just like motioning to them,
Okay.
and so I guess I can go through the turn order if you guys still want to attempt anything, or if you want to let it to see what he's gonna do. He's basically, I'll just tell you, he's motioning to them to let the prisoners go. So they're kind of like unwrapping their the ropes around their wrists and stuff.
That's
Burnsy, you notice that Barthelm, he just kind of, once they release him, he just kind of like sits down. He looks almost comatose, like he's not really quite there. But the other person kind of like starts to run by, runs right by Chugs.
I saved your life.
I'm gonna get in front of him here and juke him.
Oh.
All right.
So he runs back inside, and then the rest of these the rest of the kobolds here, if I can select them without selecting the ridge behind them.
I can't tell you how satisfied I am. I hit him once. I've been waiting for this since like last week. Get out of here, Cyanrath. Why is he sticking around? This way.
So they all start walking in, unless you guys try to interfere or anything. They kind of pack up and head off.
Burnsy's gonna run up to Bartholomew.
Okay. He He's just sitting there. He looks like he has his eyes closed, and let's see, is he? Let me make sure. Let me see if you guys can actually see him. I think I exposed.
I can see him. Oh, you mean his
exposed
handout?
character. Yeah. Okay. So you guys can. It's to all of you.
What did you do to his face? Oh my god! Jesus.
So he looks like he's been beaten up, and I assume you try to help him up.
Yeah.
All right. As soon as you
I'm kind of motion for Deckard and Bushman to come running and help Jugs.
okay. Give me one sec.
Oh, Deckard has 18 hit points. Did he level up?
Yeah, he made level 2, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
And as soon as when you see Burnsy go over and try to grab Bartolome, Bartolome, is that how you say it?
Bartholomew.
Bartolome. Okay. As soon as he goes over and grabs him, you see him kind of like blacks out. He kind of like slumps over with him, and some of the guards and other people come rushing out from the keep now that the threat is gone, and they have like some medics and people that come and tend to the fallen. So they come out, they help you, they stabilize you, Chugs, so you're back to, I guess you still kind of can operate under your own power, but you need someone's shoulder to lean on to get back in. I'll just put you back at 1 for now. And then they also help bring Bartolome and Burnsy back inside, who are both kind of out of it. So I'll bring you guys all back in. So lay them on some tables and the
We can
benches.
fit shoebox. It's okay. We don't take up much room.
Alright, so you're all back inside. Governor Nighthill comes back in from the wall, and to those of you, I guess, that can still hear him, he gives his deepest and heartfelt gratitude for what you've done in saving the hostages and facing... Oh, did someone just sign off? Oh yeah, looks like Steve dropped out.
Yeah, he just sent a text that said, "Fucking shit, damn it."
I don't know if that was to the outcome of the battle or to his internet or...
Probably his internet.
yeah, it could be.
Nope.
Can you still hear us, Steve? Probably not.
Alright, while we're waiting for him to reconnect, I will be right back.
Okay.
Hey, David.
Uh-huh.
Ben came in to say goodnight.
Oh, yeah.
I had to mute it. I forget what you were talking about. It was something funny, but I was like, oh, Ben shouldn't hear that.
I guess we'll figure out what happened to Steve here.
What does bandwidth usage matter
Bandwidth usage?
on the Google Plus? That toolbar up there.
All right, I'm back.
Adjust bandwidth usage?
Yeah.
It's just how much your internet is using of its resources to
Oh,
pipe the video across it, maybe? Or maybe how much it's using for voice and video, I'm not sure. Alright, Steve's in the hangout. See if he can get his mic working. Nope. Oh yeah, let me see if I still...
is this a specific hangout that we're invited to?
I think so.
Like if I save this in my bookmarks?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Okay.
It might just randomize it, because I just used that option from the Roll20 thing, so I think it just...
Can you guys hear me?
Yay!
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. That was, it was like, oh, the internet went out. Okay, it's back. Let me just get on the computer. And then that, I guess I just forgot how to, I can't even. I just can't even. I'm prepared to lay out on this dinner table and bleed out.
Alright.
My body's ready.
Is Chugs dead or is he knocked out?
He was knocked out, and then the villagers kind of brought everyone back in, and they were tending to his wounds, so he's not in trouble of dying or anything. But
Okay.
but yeah, he got knocked out briefly, and so just before Chug slipped into unconsciousness and couldn't speak with us, the governor came in, and he expressed his gratitude to everyone, and the people all kind of, they're looking at you very intently, like as if they themselves, if they don't, you can see it in their eyes that they regard you as, as the heroes of the day, saving them from that and saving their loved ones.
This
from
is
the
all
raiders.
Chugs ever wanted. This is it.
And one guard in particular happens to come by and say thank you, that one of the hostages was his brother, and he wouldn't have been able to survive a battle against such a heinous creature. that you fought bravely, and his family is in your debt. He speaks to Chugs as saying his family's in your debt, and the governor announces that the guards, all they can see, they've kind of looked out from the walls, and it looks like there's no sign of the raiders anymore. They mostly packed up and left, so he's going to send some small units to kind of branch out a bit and maybe find, assess the damage and things, but you're all welcome to stay within the keep and rest for the night, and then they'll hold a meeting tomorrow afternoon to speak with everyone and find out, if everyone's still there, who's missing, and what all happened.
All right. I gotta say, that was like, I've been spending the past week 50-50, like, Dave might just knock me unconscious, or he might have this guy stab a sword down into my chest, and it's gonna be a 50-50 chance I'm gonna re-roll a character. I'm glad I didn't have to.
I asked Steve, I was like, how many times did you beg Dave not to kill you? And he was like, every day.
I've talked to Dave every day since this moment. I've come up with so many different scenarios, some that just so many different things. I'm glad it ended this way. Oh. Nighthill just flung, he's teleporting.
So basically you guys will take a long rest unless there's anything else that you want to do particularly.
A long rest.
What was that?
Dave?
Someone? Did you say hold on, or? Was
Oh no! I said a long rest. That's like the one thing we keep talking about how much we want.
So you guys will stay there for the night. You're not really sure what happened to Bernsey, but both him and Barthelm are knocked out at the moment. But you think that resting wouldn't hurt them either.
They're knocked out?
With the state that they're in. Yeah, when Bernsey ran out to help Barthelme up, he blacked out as soon as he made contact with him, basically.
Whoa! What? Oh my God! What's going on here? All right, that's pretty cool.
And so you guys rest for the night, and then I'm just setting up like, so that'll count as a long rest, and then I'm just setting up like the villagers. They're gonna meet tomorrow, so they'll just.
What So what about after a long rest? Is that full hit points?
Actually, let me look, cause I know you recover your hit dice. Usually, I had always kind of modified it to just be full, but let's see what it actually is. For resting. Character regains all lost hit points. So yeah, everyone's back up to full. You regain your... everybody. You regain your spent hit dice, so the next time you take a short rest, you can use your up to two hit dice that you have.
Very cool. All right. Chubbs is gonna just come out of this sleep like, where the fuck is he?
And Bernsey, you wake up, but Barthelme is still in a what seems like a comatose state, but he's breathing and everything, but he just doesn't come around.
Oh no.
And then, so in the afternoon, after you have all kind of rested up and taken stock of your situations, you hear the commotion out in the courtyard here, and there's a bunch of villagers who are there discussing things with Night Hill. Like they're kind of asking questions and kind of requesting help for whatever they may have lost in the raid, or people that they can't find, or anything like that.
All right. So, Bernsey, who is this man?
It's,
Who's this tiny person?
it's my cousin, man. This guy's the reason that I became a bard.
Jesus.
And, he actually I wound up in Greenest because I was looking for him. The last place that he was seen was around Greenest. They found his mule, but all of his possessions on his mule were taken. Well, weren't taken. Sorry, and he wasn't around to be found, and he was presumed dead. And here he is, and I can't talk to him.
What's wrong with him?
So I have no idea.
Can't you use yours like a banjo and like wake him up with some tunes?
Hold on.
Don't you have the medicine skill or something? That just fixes diseases or something.
No, I don't have medicine.
Okay.
I can try.
Oh wait, what are these faggots then?
Try a bit of music. No man, he's out. I can't figure it out.
It's the darndest thing. All right. All right. Should we head outside and see what's going on with Night Hill?
Yeah, I mean, if we're feeling up to it, we should probably see what we can help with.
Yeah, I feel like I got my my ass beat a little bit, but I say let's pop outside, get some fresh air. I slept on a table all night so I could do some sun.
I curled up in someone's lap like a cat.
Chad just kind of like gingerly walking out to this lawn, and just you're just gonna follow Bushman very slowly.
All right. You see various townspeople in different states of well-being. Some, look like they, appear as if they were hiding all night. Some look a little bit better, but most are pretty shaken up. And they're, from the arguments you hear them talking with Night Hill and the guards, you surmise that a lot of the most of the buildings in town were raided and a lot of loot was taken. A lot of the buildings were damaged, so people are trying to figure out how they're going to make repairs to their homes and their businesses and things like that. And it's not shown here, but there's at least like 100 to 200 people kind of like within this sort of courtyard area. It's it's supposed to be a big crowd, so like most of the village is here kind of like trying to figure out why this happened or what happened. And as Night Hill's talking to them, and they ask the question about like why did this happen or what are we going to do about it, he sort of looks over in the direction of you guys, but he doesn't necessarily single you out, but he just looks at you and he says, we will be looking into this and making sure that we figure out what's going on so that we can keep everyone safe in the future. Do not fear, I will be addressing this issue. And so then after he says that, he kind of lets it open to the guards to kind of help out where they can, and they sort of go into the groups of people and talk with them, and they try to figure out how to return order to the town and how to go about picking up the pieces again to get their lives back. And then
Do we get the impression that he was saying that like kind of hoping that we would help, or saying that, like, suggesting we might have had something to do with it?
No, as in he was kind of looking at you guys as in he was suggesting that he might want to enlist your help in a sort of way, but as the guards kind of go out to other people, he steps up and kind of motions for you guys to follow him back into the keep.
So yeah, Chugs will kind of lean down, probably like, I think he wants us to go to this bandit cave. And he's gonna gingerly walk, and he's gonna put his hand on his halfling friend. Chugs is real quickly gonna take notice of all the ladies in the area. He's like, God, there's a lot of girls out here, man. He's like, fuck, I guess we gotta get back to work. He's gonna kind of just gingerly. Are we going back into the keep?
Yeah, Night Hill kind of motioned you guys to go back into the keep to talk with him and in private, away from the rest of the townspeople.
He's gonna look back at him like, damn it, I'm gonna keep going. Alright.
Okay, so with you guys in there, let's see, he'll leave one person that's kind of like attending to Bartolome.
Oh yeah, okay.
He once again says he can't thank you enough for what you've done. The town is completely in debt to you, and he says, but this business with the raiders can't stay at just this. They can't get away with what they did to our town. He said, I want to know what they're up to, so that maybe we can prevent this from happening to someone else. He says, I'm prepared to offer you each a 250 gold reward for getting me information about these raiders, possibly where they're located, how many there are, who their leaders are, what's motivating the attacks, or where they plan to strike next, that kind of thing. And that's kind of in tandem with also figuring out, some villagers obviously didn't make it through the night, whether they were captured and taken away or we're not sure what happened. But we know we did lose a few people last night, and I suspect some of them could have been taken as laborers or slaves. Your primary mission would be to obviously get them back and get them out of wherever they are, and then secondary would be to get information and recover any sort of valuables that you could get back from these raiders.
I think Burns is going to speak for everyone when he says no.
Chugs will kind of like raise an eyebrow.
I'm kidding.
Okay. Like,
He's not going to say that.
And we're done for the night.
Well, that was all I had planned. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I know Chugs would be like, collecting you heads is easier for me than finding you intelligence. But Burnsy here is certainly good at speaking to people and getting answers. I do still worry about the guard that tried to. That's obviously a snake in the grass, or you've got somebody working for the bandits that is one of your guards. I think that's still an issue that needs to be sorted out, especially before we leave, or maybe while we're gone. Maybe that's something you guys can handle.
I don't know if I feel comfortable leaving my cousin here with a guard around.
He says, Nighthill says, we did count our ranks this morning, and we were missing one of our more recent recruits into the guards.
What name does he go by?
His name was Grim Buckman.
Oh, man.
Grim Buckman.
Grim Buckman. Oh, that is fantastic.
And he says whether that was his real name or not, we may never know, but I'm pretty sure him disappearing is not just a coincidence. I didn't send my guards out into the raiding. They mostly were here to protect the villagers inside the keep. So I would assume that he had taken off sometime in the night.
Fucking grim. Let's just call him Buckman. That's a good name. Alright, so... Alright, so... Do we notice the rogue that's sort of... stealthily on the steps yet, or no?
You noticed that a female rogue, human, is kind of listening in, kind of snuck in behind you guys, and so you notice her sort of by the scaffolding that's holding up the stairs that go up.
Because I know once Chug sees her, Chug's affinity for humans. He's certainly going to be distracted. So he can be like he'll like yes, Buckman. So is there a place we could start looking for? Oh wait, we've got a captive raider over here. I'd say that's point A, or finding out a location of the bandit cave, and maybe from there we can get you some intel.
He said we've also questioned him, and telling from the direction that the raiders were heading as we saw them leave, his intel seems to be good, that their camp is toward the southeast of our town, and it's probably maybe about 12-ish miles or so, 12 to 15 miles southeast.
Alright. If he's heard everything we've said, then we probably shouldn't let him go right now. Probably keep his ass here. So if we go up to this bandit cave, that leaves the issue of Barthome.
Nighthill kind of cuts in and says, obviously for your service to this town, we can look after your companion while you're away. We'll give him the best of care.
Oh yeah, Chugs is just watching this rogue just carefully come down the steps. Like, is she gonna kill us? I'm scared.
I don't know. You guys noticed her, but you guys haven't said anything.
Yeah. We're like, young lady. What would Chug say to an unknown woman? Hello there. May we help you?
Do I get to speak?
Yeah, if you want to. Or if you want to just keep sneaking and not say anything, you could too.
We can see you.
I'm usually very good at hiding, but I wanted to notice. I need to accompany you on this quest. There's something very valuable to me that was stolen in the raids, and I usually do things by myself, but I'm figuring I kind of need to join a team on this one.
Burnsy?
Welcome to the Goose Dogs.
Well, that was much easier than I would have made it, but we can certainly. What skills do you have to bring to the proud and heroic Goose Dogs? We have turned away a dragon.
Ooh.
That is why they call us the Goose Dogs.
Everyone knows that.
But then Jugs will just kind of be like, looking that it's a human female, he'll be like, you know what? I'm sure you're fine. Just, well, to be honest with you, we have one in our company who we barely know. Other than that, he has a way of kicking guys in the balls and wrecking face. Our friend over here, Deckard, the one looking at his sequin pants. he only really says one or two things, and it's usually flashy and obscene. Frenzy here is the greatest friend of all time. He can sing you the Weedly Meadleys, and now, of course, I'm Chugs Malone. That was pretty good.
Well, it sounds like you could use maybe a few more. I'm okay with a sword and, a few more people who are actually there. I'm pretty stealthy.
As she says that, you look and see Deckard kind of staring off into space. He's just gonna.
And I'll be like, well, as a matter of fact, if we could so kindly speak closer away from this prisoner down here. Hi, Chuck Malone. He's gonna be like, well, she's distancing herself. Miss, ma'am.
Yes.
So we're actually, we do need to, it seems the way that we need to to approach the next mission is with some delicacy, some intel collection, perhaps plenty of stealth, something of which I am terrible with. So you would definitely be a great asset to our little party here.
Awesome. Well, I'm actually pretty good at stealth. You wouldn't have seen me if I didn't want to be seen.
Oh, of course.
But I need some help on my mission, which happens to seem like it's your mission now too.
So, may we ask what it is that you're after?
Well, I actually came to Greenest. I'm from somewhere else, and I had an acquaintance from the past here who was on his deathbed, and he beckoned me to come and receive something for him, but he passed away during the raids, and I got here just after that, and whatever he had for me was taken in the raids.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, Torm.
I don't even know what it is.
Well, that is true. That is truly terrible. I'm sure we can get back your things. I hope. All right, Burnsy took them.
And
Alright.
run out of the keep, never to be seen again.
Yeah. All right. So, do we want to ask Governor Nightingale for anything useful, like item-wise, if he has anything, or I guess we've already tried that, haven't we, before?
Yeah, you've tried to get stuff out of him a couple times now. Try to give him the old goose dog shakedown.
Yo, hey, whoa. All right. Yeah. Let's book it up and go.
He before you leave, he mentions. I guess he had overheard you talking about supplies. He says, "We can supply you with whatever we have available. It's probably not much, but if you need rations or any kind of equipment, if anything you can think of, we'd be glad to help in that matter."
Potions, health potions. If we could look at your equipment. If you have maybe a one-handed weapon, maybe a shield, I would greatly appreciate that.
Didn't you already get a shield
Did I?
from one of the raiders?
Yeah, you picked up they had like
I
a
did.
like a wooden round shield from one of the raiders, but he says that absolutely we can get that for you right away.
I have a shield. No. Thank you, Brentley. All right. Does he have any potions?
He says those are a little more rare to come by around here. Let me check with the villagers and see if we can scrounge up something to give you guys for your journey after to find the raiders.
Okay.
I can't think of. Hold on a second. Let me check my inventory real quick. I think I could use some torches if they have any to spare.
Ooh. Yes. I'm gonna get some more water, y'all. Be right back.
He says, torches? No, we have none of those, sorry.
It's literally just wood.
Yeah, you guys can pretty much his offer is pretty much like any of those like mundane items and stuff that you could think would be useful or that you would need to take on a journey. You can ask, and they can pretty much provide most of it, besides anything that would seem specialized.
Okay. I could stand to stock up on some crossbow bolts.
Okay. Yeah, they'll give you as many of those as you can carry, and torches and any other kind of weapon if you had thought of ever carrying a second weapon or needed or just wanted to trade in your old one.
Let me see.
Alright, I'm back. So did he find anything for us?
Yeah, we can pretty much take like common supplies.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and I'll take a. Let's see. I'll take a glaive. And
Dude, that's awesome. Really?
no.
Oh. What? What's a common item?
Just like any of the a lot of the adventuring gear, like just more of the common stuff in there. So like Trent was saying, he'd get some crossbow bolts to stock up on and some torches.
Okay.
And
Actually, yeah, could Chugs have some arrows?
yeah, you can go ahead and stock up on those.
Chug, check 150 of the player's manual, and it's got like a list of basic gear, adventuring gear.
Oh, okay, I see now. Alright, cool.
Okay. How many bolts can I put in my inventory, Dave?
You could probably put about,
'Cause I have 15 now.
I'd say you could fit 40-ish before it got ridiculous, maybe.
Well, I want to leave room for other stuff, so like 25 max, 30 max?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, cool. I think I'm good.
I forget what my skills were.
Alright, I'm stocked up on arrows. I got 30.
I'll do 25 bolts. And do like 3 torches, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do torches burn out, or?
I'm not sure if they have a duration on them in the book or not.
'Cause, I mean, then I can just take 2 and not have to worry about it.
Alright, I'm ready to kick some ass.
Yeah, it says it burns for 1 hour.
Okay, well, I'll take 3.
I think I have. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take a torch too, just in case. I have dark vision, but at least I can have a backup.
Okay.
From my boy Bernsey.
And
I'll say, Miss, do you need anything from this nice people?
I don't think so. I like to travel light.
Okay. Can sell it later. We'll just sell it back to the people. Alright. I'm ready to go. I'm pumped.
let me, Hey, I never picked what my costumes were. What are some of the choices for picking costumes?
You could choose.
Like giant chicken.
That's what I was thinking. That's weird.
I was gonna say, you did ask during the battle if you could run out there disguised as a squirrel in a squirrel costume. So you could have like a giant, realistic-looking squirrel costume if you want, or
Like I just don't. I've never played a character that can wear costume before, so I don't know. I don't even know where to start with that.
so you could think of like, if you think of a costume in the realm of like theater, so someone who dresses up in a costume, you could be any kind of a character in a play, but you would be convincing in real life. So you could be a guard, you could be a noble, you could be a clown. You could be whatever kind of costume there that you want. I don't mind if you make those up on the go. Just once you make it up, then you have that one or something.
Okay.
Can you put his costumes on Deckard?
More like I have to make sure he's not stealing them. Get that shit back in my bag. What are you doing? Knock it off. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure there's nothing else I want. Can I get some? Is there a difference between paper and parchment?
I don't know. Are they listed as two different things?
Yeah. Yeah. Paper is 2 silver pieces, and parchment's 1 silver piece. But like, if I wanted, if I wanted to like forge a letter or something like that later on, I just wanted to like, some ink and some paper for that purpose.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they have that, but
I think you have you would need a forgery kit,
okay.
right, to do forgery.
That's a little much to ask for them then, because that's ultra specific.
Yeah, that's more of a. But you can definitely take, parchment and stuff if you wanted to use it for something else later.
Nah, I'll wait until we get into a city or something like that, but I can get a hold of that stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot that I can take.
I guess with forgery, do you have the proficiency with it, but you just don't have the kit?
No, I don't think I have the proficiency. I didn't
okay.
choose that as a skill.
I was gonna say all it does to have the kit and to know how to use it is it just adds your proficiency bonus to a check to forge something. So you could essentially just get ink and parchment and do it on your own. You just wouldn't have like specialized equipment that would make it better.
Well, I need like the ink, the parchment, a wax, if I wanted to make it look official.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay. All right. So with your business mostly concluded there with Night Hill, you guys are free to start going after the raiders. As I said, they headed southeast from the village, and you guys can go ahead and set out that way if you're ready to go.
Ooh,
Right.
ball bearings. Can I take ball bearings? Is that okay?
Chugs will just.
Or is that would that be something they wouldn't have?
Let's see. Is that in the normal adventuring gear?
Yeah, that's on page 150. But then again, so is some of the other more specialized stuff. So if they don't have it, I totally understand.
Yeah, the ball bearings are kind of specific, so I'd say no for
Okay.
now.
No problem.
All right.
Okay, I'm good.
So, Deckard kind of speaks up, and he admits that all this combat has left him absolutely flustered, and he he would much rather stay in this village for now and help them rebuild by offering them a service that they are in dire need of, which is a fashion shop.
This is a good man, Governor Nighthill. You were very lucky to have him making pants for your city.
So with that, Deckard
Ye old
says,
sequin emporium.
he says you all are always welcome to come back to his shop, and he will always have nice shiny clothing for you should you require it.
Sweet.
Deckard, you never spoke a word of your own mouth, but it was fun. We'll bring back some bandit glitter, okay?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bring me exotic glitters from your travels.
Will. All right. So I say we'll. Oh, go ahead, Trent.
I got kind of emotional just then when I realized Deckard wasn't coming with us.
Yeah. He's sad. Hey, but now we got a sweet ass rogue. Hey, how you doing?
Uh-oh.
All right, Nighthead, we're off to these bandit caves. We'll get you your information. Don't be surprised if we come back a little bruised. Keep a watchful eye. Come find us if you need some help. Oh, Bernsey.
A heartfelt moment between halfling cousins.
Okay. One last thing. Oh wait, hold on. I'm going to do this. One second. There's no sleuthing going on here.
What are you doing? Are you trying to?
I'm writing you something.
Are you trying to out emote Bernsey there?
No. All right, let's go.
Okay.
I was just whispering something to Nighthead. I'm kind of turned on by him.
All right, so you guys are.
I just wanted to see what that was.
They sound the horn at you guys leaving the city
Oh, that's
gates.
awesome! We have a horn. Goose, dogs, goose, dogs.
Your attempt to overwrite the name Goose Dogs is now a thing of the past.
Oh, for Dragon's Bane.
They cheer your name as Goose Dogs.
That's all right. It'll make it sweeter when the dragon cowers in fear at the name Goose Dogs.
There's like 10 people along the gates, all with like these different random instruments, and they're all like.
Okay, I knew I was gonna do that. All right, let's go kick some. I mean, let's be stealthy and smart.
All right. As you're leaving the gates from the crowd of people, a young man walks up to you, limping heavily on his bandaged left leg. I hear that you intend to follow the raiders and see where they've gone. I'd like nothing better than to come with you, but in this condition, I'd slow you down. In the midst of all this tragedy, there's no reason you would have heard about the fate of my master, Leosin Erlanther, but it's important you know. He is a monk from Bare Dusk. He disappeared last night after we fought a particularly savage battle against raiders. A few others and I fought our way to the keep, barely. Leosin didn't make it at all. We went back this morning to look for him, but all we found was his broken staff and this choker which he always wore.
Is this half-naked man him?
Which, let's see. Put your guys out by the gate here where Bushman is.
Oh shit, where'd Bushman go?
Whoops. Where did Bushman go?
Where the fuck did Bushman go? Oh, did I move him? I was selecting him and trying to move him at the same time.
Oh, he like teleported out to the river. I'll bring him back.
Okay.
So I'll just make the guy you're talking to this guy with the log. He introduces himself as Nessim Waladra.
Ooh. Cool name, man. Hey. Coincidentally, man, we happen upon a fellow who has the skills of a monk, who has no idea who he is. He woke up in a ditch with no pants on, and he ended up saving this city with us. As far as we know, we've named him Bushman, like a lost dog, and I don't know if he's familiar to you. That's him prancing around behind you.
Doing the fox step.
He says, no, I do not recognize him from our order of monks. He doesn't.
Okay.
doesn't seem like the same type.
What does this fellow look like?
He says he is a half elf, of slim build, with dark brown hair. He says Leosin has been investigating these raiders for months. I fear that he might have tried to infiltrate their group when they retreated, or worse, was captured and carried away as a prisoner. No one understands these bandits better than he does, and his knowledge will be invaluable against them. When you find their camp, please look for any sign that Leosin is there. One of my brothers has already departed for Bear Dusk to bring back help, but it will be many days before help arrives. Anything you can do before then would be a godsend.
Okay. We'll find your master. Or we'll find signs of him.
He thanks you. He kind of like limps over and like grabs Chugs' hand and kind of shakes it. He's like, I feel much more at ease having such an experienced group as the Goose Dogs to handle this matter.
Burnsy's gonna be surprised that Chugs hasn't asked him for a health potion.
Sir, what's that bauble in your pocket?
He says, I'm just happy to see you.
Oh, that's my log.
That doesn't surprise me. I can't blame you. I'm probably a very nice human specimen. All right, good day to you. Good day to you, pal. Bushman. All right.
All right, so you guys are ready to take off then in search of the raiders?
Yes.
We are.
Okay.
So, Bernsey, this makes you our caster now, our full-time caster.
Man, are you guys in for a ride?
It's gonna be awesome, dude.
Hey, Dave, if I cast Thunder Wave, even friendly targets are affected by that, right? That's the one that knocks everything back 10 feet?
I believe so.
Okay.
I'd have to
I'll
read
do it right now.
Now that we're rested, I'm going to burn one of my spells.
I like a little handicap.
Good, this makes it even.
Yeah, it says each creature in a 15-foot cube, so...
Okay. Alright.
As we leave, can we make a canon that we turn around and Decker's got like a measuring tape on Escobar?
Sure.
He's like, okay, that's 34 ways.
So many possibilities.
Alright.
Hey guys, I got a phone
so...
call coming. I'll be right back.
Alright, buddy.
Can you still hear me?
Yes. Dave, you saw my little whisper at Night Hill, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So what's up, Amanda? My name's Steve, by the way.
Hey.
How's it going?
Try to get to it.
Good.
I can't mute my microphone.
Oh, go ahead.
But, we're still playing.
Oh, we're part of Trent's conversation.
Alright, I love you.
I love him too.
Drive safe.
Yes, I work with Dave in space.
Oh, cool.
We're best buds.
I think I may have played once before down in Orlando, but I'm very inexperienced, so I hope I don't hold everyone up learning.
Oh no. Trent and I haven't played since college, and yeah, we only played a couple of sessions, so we're still pretty new. We ask Dave questions all the time.
Cool. Well, I read the bios and the what happened last time thread, and it sounded pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a fun group.
Yeah, don't worry. You probably won't end up any worse than Deckard, who's now the town tailor.
But let him be a lesson to you.
All right. Take us away, Dave.
Okay, so you guys travel southeast. If each of you could make a perception check for me. I'll make one for Bill.
Okay. I don't mind controlling Bill too if you want. Damn, that's a good perception check. All right, here goes Chugs'. Hey, not bad. Okay.
So, here we go.
And do you know how to do that, Amanda?
Let's see, check wisdom.
No, if you look for
Perception.
skill perception.
Skill.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Burnsy and Bushman both notice along the way. So you guys are traveling now. I don't have a specific map for this, but I'll put you guys outside the keep at least. I'll put you south of the keep here.
There.
Also, you guys can arrange yourselves in what kind of marching order you guys would be traveling in.
Are we
heading
okay.
heading south? So as you're traveling, the Raiders' path is easy to follow across the rolling grasslands of the green fields. A wide swath of grass is trampled down, but it's impossible to determine the Raiders' numbers from those tracks. It only confirms what you already know, that there were a lot of Raiders. Burnsy and Bushman both notice that some of the there was a mix of obviously humans, kobolds, and trained reptiles, but the beast footprints are deeper on the retreat march than they were on their march there. So they have, like, you know, the grasslands is kind of like trampled down, and you can tell their tracks from when they arrived to when they left. The ones leaving in the leaving direction are sunken in a little bit more, a little bit heavier.
Because they stole shit.
And that is precisely why.
Bastards.
So you guys head, it's about the afternoon. You head south for about an hour or two, and you can see on the horizon, you can see a small plume of smoke kind of rising up in the direction that you're heading. And as you get closer, so now the terrain is kind of like, there are some rocky areas and small, like, stony, like, figures and things like rising up out of the ground. So there's just a bunch of, like, rocky grassland, that kind of terrain as you're traveling. So you can kind of spot from far away that there's a small party of people there around the campfire that they've made. So you guys can decide what you want to do from here.
The small party is like the kobolds and the raiders?
You'd have to get closer to tell.
Okay.
Well, we're here to find information, right?
Yeah. So maybe we send somebody up to stealth to see the situation, and then maybe we try and get a surprise round and keep one guy captive.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay.
All right. So Amanda, what's your character's name again?
Oh, Sefri.
Safri. Oh, cool. That's a cool name. All right. So what's your sneak has got to probably be better than Burnsy's, right? Actually, what's his name? Bushman here. He's pretty good too. But you're the rogue.
Where do I find that?
So if you click on your character under your character sheet. So once you open that, you'll see a tab called Skills.
Skills. All right.
And then on the right half of the column at the bottom, you see Stealth.
Stealth. Total or pass?
I guess your total. What's your total say?
Total 7.
Ooh, yeah, you're the best.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's my expertise. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So
yeah,
then,
the rogue's expertise.
yeah. All right. So, Safri, if you feel comfortable, I mean, you could maybe stealth up ahead and get a sense of their numbers.
All right.
We would, of course, be quickly behind you should something go awry. It never does. It'll be fine.
Nothing bad ever happens. All right.
How far can we follow her until we're in like a zone where we can be seen?
You guys can still get pretty close. I'll put you guys on the map here.
Okay, cool.
Let me add
Oh,
your
nice.
tokens.
Oh,
Did you just build this while we were talking?
No.
Because you're like, I don't really have a map. And then all of a sudden...
It's like, yeah, I just whip something up real quick, just real rough.
Okay.
Whoops, I think I put you...
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I'm on a ruler, that's why. Okay. So, the rest of you... Buttons are in the way.
Do I have to stay behind stuff or just kind of?
I'm gonna go ahead and just have you guys. Yeah, you kind of want to remain hidden. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay. Where? Oh. Okay.
Woo! Shit.
Yay.
She climbs into one of their shirts.
So, like I said earlier in the tavern, I wanted to be seen.
Pretty impressive.
So okay, you sneak expertly up behind the rock there. I assume is that how close you want to get, or do you want to attempt to? You mostly, when you sneak, you mostly have to use something else to kind of cover yourself. So like, you can't just walk out in the open up to a guy or anything. But yeah, you can use the bushes there.
Okay. Oh, can I? Could I sneak here? In this gray circle?
Yeah. Actually, let me take the auras off of that fire because it's daytime.
Oh, it's fire. I thought it was like a listening range.
Okay. So yeah, you can sneak up behind that rock. So
Okay.
you sneak up and you're pretty close. You can tell that there are what look like 4 raiders from the cultist raiding party, and about 8 kobolds that are around a fire. And you can tell from their talking, the humans, which is mostly like what it was back in the village when they were raiding. The humans kind of bully the kobolds, and they mostly disrespect them as little underlings, and the kobolds also in turn have the same feelings towards them. They resent being the lowest on the totem pole, and so they're kind of arguing about stuff, and they're both groups kind of stay to their own side. The humans have a couple of bedrolls laid out, and the kobolds are just there with their own stuff. Go ahead and roll a perception check, Amanda.
Okay.
That's a skill.
Oops. Perception. Oops, I clicked it. Did I do it? Oh, there. Oops. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, you see them. They kind of just made lunch, and they
Lovely.
I'm eating Easy Mac for some reason.
they all
nuggets.
kind of come up and get some from near the fire where it was cooked, and they both sides kind of retreat to their own kind, basically.
Separate is not equal.
Does it look like the kobolds aren't getting like enough share of the food?
You can't really tell from there. You guys are also welcome to, if you want to wait for Sefri to come back and fill you in, or if you get anxious and want to go there yourself. That's
Trent
up
and
to
I
you guys.
Trent and I were just discussing a potential strategy here. So Sefri or Amanda Trent actually managed to, using a spell, using minor illusion, he actually managed to get this kind of situation where it was like the human raiders and the kobolds to fight each other because they were fighting over money, and he made like a gold pouch drop out of one of the guys' backs. So they thought like, oh, you're stealing from us, and then they started attacking. So I'm like, if maybe we make like, it looks like some food drops up in the middle of the kobolds, like maybe they're like, the raiders either think that, hey, this guy nicked some of our food, or I don't know. It's just an idea other than just full on combat. But we do want to try and take someone hostage.
There's Can I try to sneak up to this rock over here? Should I roll stealth for that?
Yeah, go ahead. It'll be much easier since you're far away, but you might as well roll just in case.
Okay. There's so many now. Jeez.
All right, you casually walk behind the rock, but you're far enough away that it doesn't seem to make much difference.
I would totally whistle if I could.
The other option we had, or sort of the Chugs' more head-on approach, would be to open up ranged against them. I think only my bow would reach them without disadvantage.
Yeah, I couldn't get him from where I am.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you guys that this, so this area, let me enlarge this text. So this kind of like rock wall on the side is like a ledge. So that's about 15 feet up, like a somewhat not too steep to climb, but sort of a steep rocky incline up to 15 foot. So there are two different levels to the
So someone could get up there with a bow.
We should get on top of that. Because if we could sneak over here to this tree, if we tried to climb over here, we could get up on top.
We could, and then I wonder if we could, pushing that rock wouldn't do. Because I could attack with my bow against these guys. We could just start causing havoc.
It would take them a minute to get to us too, from up there.
Yeah, we'd probably want to go for the mages first.
Oops, what am I doing?
Or we could have. Okay, so we could do this. We could maybe put Chugs and Deckard Bushman on the ground. Maybe Sefri. I don't know if you prefer to do like melee combat or range combat.
I don't know.
you have a short sword for melee.
Don't I have the bow?
And you also have a short bow if you want to stay ranged.
Okay.
I'll try that for now.
Because we could even put like you and Bernsey up on the roof, on the rock wall, like Bernsey's saying, and then me and Deckard could stay on the ground, chase off anyone that tries to run or something. What do you think, Bernsey? Or do you think it's best to have us all up there?
I mean, either way, if I'm gonna use any kind of cantrip, if it does come up to it, or come down to it, I mean,
These fuckers are leaving.
I need to get closer.
Can we?
Are they meeting about something?
They're kind of eating their eating their lunch, kind of huddled together.
Can we check if there's anything else around to use? Like, did they leave? They brought stuff with them from the from Greenest.
Yes, there is a wagon right there, and you can't see into it over the wheel, but you assume that there's loot in there of some sort.
Can I throw a rock at one of the kobolds?
You could try. It's kind of. It's like what?
No,
60 feet away.
So I see I see going up there could be really useful. But if I
Can
try
we
to
see
get,
what they're? Can we see what they're eating?
Um, it looked like some sort of stew or soup that they boiled in a pot over the fire, but you can't really tell for sure from where you're at.
Okay.
if
Chug,
we, oh well, if I go up on the hill, because I want to make sure I get down in these guys. What kind of movement will it take to get down this rock wall?
Um,
If it's 15 feet, I guess that would count for 15 move.
that's just if you were moving
it's actually
in a straight line on the ground.
Yeah,
yeah, it's actually we should just uh
the entire move action.
I think it's just double move for each space that you're climbing. So like it would only cost you I guess it would cost you 20 to go down that.
Because now that
Since
I'm thinking
it's-
about it, Bernsey, like if we got Bushmen over here to get behind these guys, and then
Over
Chugs,
I didn't see.
like if he came up behind the kobolds. Oh, but then we would have to pass a lot of stealth checks to get up here, right? Or can they see over that hill?
They can see up to the edge there. If you went further back, you could be out of sight. I'd still want you to make stealth checks just in case, so that no one like critically fails. But you'd be pretty safe if you stayed back from the ledge,
Okay.
and it'd be more difficult the closer you got to the ledge.
Because maybe we can, the three of us, like Sefri can stay there, and then, because she could assist me if I drop down here. It's going to take me a while. Honestly, maybe we should get Bernsey up here. Like Chugs and Sefri will drop in like from here and from where she's at, and then we could have Bushman drop in behind the kobold, and Bernsey can be positioned up there somewhere too.
I don't think it really matters what we do as long as we get a surprise round.
Yeah. All right. So let me roll. I guess a stealth check for Bushman. I don't want to. Alright, so this is, alright, what do you think, Trent? Where should I put Bushman? Like, I can have him move up to here in one go. Like, to be fair, he was pretty...
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay.
I mean, he could probably sneak up to here without being seen from the rock.
Here we go. Let's do my stealth check.
So make sure before you do his stealth check, move him to where you want him to go.
Okay. Well, he can only... he's 30 feet?
Going up here? Or is he going behind the kobolds?
Let's see, he can only, I think he can only do 60 as like in a full move. So this is maybe right here.
He can actually do, let's see, his speed should be 45, so he could do 90.
Jesus, are you serious?
Yeah, monks get a lot of movement.
I think if Bill was playing, he'd probably want to come up behind the kobold.
Okay.
So do you want me to, do we want to do all the turns, like make him go up here, or should we just do the stealth check to see if he gets there?
You can just do one stealth check and just tell me where he's going to go, since you guys aren't in...
God damn it. Alright, I just want him to get up, and he's going to like stay away from the edge, but essentially like come up to right here behind this rock.
Okay.
Trey, you think that's good?
Yeah.
Alright. So let's roll stealth check.
I mean, well, if he, from where he is, wouldn't it make more sense to sneak
Go
this,
behind. Oh,
and then just come up over here
yeah, that's
around that one?
that's true.
Because there's one guy looking in that direction, but that's, I mean, that's 80 feet away.
Alright. Alright, let's just, Dave, if he goes in this area, it's going to be like where Trent's mouse pointer is. That'll be a harder stealth check.
Well, are you looking to get him to attack ranged?
Yeah, I guess maybe I'll put him right. I'm going to put him right here, Dave, like behind this rock, and then we'll see about opening up with range, because that would give us.
If you wanted to do range, then have him start up on that ledge.
The thing is like his extra attacks happen when he's in melee.
Hmm.
I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, let's just roll a stealth check. 17.
Alright.
Alright, so... Oh fuck, I'm torn. Which way do I want to put him? Alright, whatever. I don't want him waste any movements trying to get down, so I'm going to move him...
Knowing Bill, he'd want to get up on that ledge and cartwheel off of it or something like that.
Excuse me. Alright. No, I think, yeah. I'm going to put him up here. That's what I thought too. Like, Bill would want to get behind there.
Bill wants to be Jackie Chan as often as possible. You can blame him with the stats on that character.
Yeah. Alright, so, have you seen where I moved him, Dave?
Yep. Behind that rock over there.
Alright, he made it?
Yep, he's fine. He snuck around over up on top of the ledge and stayed far enough back and then crept up behind that rock, keeping out of view.
Alright, Chugs is going to come up right here.
Damn, we could try to bluff him and act like we have him surrounded. But it's too late because I don't think we're too far spread to be able to hear each other at this point.
That would have been interesting. Do you have any cantrips that would have made like your voice boom and shit?
No.
Okay. Alright, well let me roll a stealth check for Chugs. This is one of his best. Oh. Alright.
We could try to put him to sleep. I don't know.
You kind of your chainmail. You kind of step over a rock and your chainmail jingles, but apparently nobody heard it, and you sigh a little bit of relief.
Alright, Burnsy. Your sleep spell, you could sleep all the kobolds if you got up on the ledge.
If I rolled high enough.
You're Burnsy, you're the greatest. But then again, that would use you up your sleep spell. You only go to the Banner Caves.
I kind of need to hold on to those heals in case we get stuck again.
No, yeah, true. Oh, so you're our cleric and our caster.
Yeah.
You haven't even
am I gonna have a hard time as a halfling getting up this wall?
No, you should be fine, just like anyone else.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna sneak if I can. It's gonna. I mean, well, damn, no, I can't move that fast. I'd have to stop in the middle of the field in one turn.
Oh, he said you could. We could just do a whole move. Like if you just wanted to go up
you
here.
can move around since you guys aren't in initiative or combat right now.
So I should roll again for a sneak to over here, right?
Yeah, you can just roll one sneak to go where you're gonna go. Eventually, that's fine. Okay.
All right. So I'm thinking behind that rock. That's a boulder, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming it's going to be big enough for me at least.
All right. You went around just like Bushman, and you go up behind a smaller boulder that suits your smaller stature, and you notice that it's sitting on top of a lot of loose rocks at the edge of the cliff there, or the.
Ooh.
Oh.
And no one seems to have heard you sneak up.
All right. Does it? I mean, I can. I don't know if you want me to roll perception, but does it look like I can move it alone, or I'm going to need somebody bigger to help me? Like, can I pull out the rocks from underneath it, or push on it? or anything
You-
like that?
You could attempt. You're not sure, just by looking at how loose it is, but it does look fairly precarious. Like it's in a bad position for the people below. You'd have to
Ooh.
probably do some sort of strength check.
Could
Hmm.
Bushman assist him?
Yeah, he could if you motion him over.
Okay.
Bushman! Bushman! Um, I don't know. I don't know if it would hit him from where I am right now, or from where it is right now, if it would roll out to them.
If he
Can I
does
tell?
it, oh,
Like, do I have enough intelligence to be able to figure out basic physics, how heavy it is and how far it's gonna roll?
You pretty much can tell that the boulder will roll fairly straight. I mean, straight west of your position towards the fire,
boom!
and you can tell by its size that it would take up about 10 feet as it looks on the map. So
Oh my God, you have a chance of knocking these two guys out. Hey, it's Chugs. Yeah, if Chugs can see you, he's nodding vigorously,
Okay.
like a retard.
All right. Then, yeah, Bushman and I are gonna go for it. We're gonna, we'll try to cause some mayhem.
Will we
Okay.
get into a stealth round if he does this?
you guys will all start from basically your positions that you're at when you initiate the round. If none of you have been seen, you can be a part of the surprise round from where you're at.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that'll be good enough for me. I'll take disadvantage if I need to, but we gotta do this. This is too cool not to.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's way cool.
What are the
Alright.
two things by the wagon?
Those are you talking about these things?
Yeah.
Bed rolls?
Yeah, those are bed rolls, so just like sleeping
okay.
bags that they threw out with. All right, so if you guys all want to roll your initiative, and we'll start the.
Yeah, you guys throw that rock down. Me and Saffrey just start shooting arrows. Chugs loves that shit. All right, this is Bushman, and here comes the 2. Hey!
Wow.
Wow, that was unusual.
So let's see. Bill probably. Well, let's see who has the most dex between Bill and Evan Reed.
Probably Bill. I think his dex is like a 30.
It's got 17. And Seshtan has. Okay, so yeah, it's Bill, then Burnsy, then Chugs, then Sefri. All right, so you're gonna have Bill. Do you want
Assist.
Bill to make the strength check, or do you want and you help him, or do you want to make the strength check and Bill help you?
He makes it and I help him.
Okay, so he'll. Since you're both right there, you can both kind of go at the same time. So you make your strength check first, Burnsy.
Okay.
And I added those up there for the first buttons up there for checking your different abilities.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Not bad.
I even have like a -1 modifier on that.
All right, here goes Bushman. Ooh.
All right. So you both kind of he kind of
Oh wait, I
signals
rolled
you.
a strength saving. I rolled the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's all right. It's similar enough to because I noticed that the reason I put those there is because I noticed some of the classes they say they're saving throws for certain abilities, so they use their proficiency on those saving throws versus I think the checks they don't. So I think that they ended up being different, but it doesn't matter for strength because I don't think that's a bard saving throw anyways.
Yeah.
So you both kind of he kind of silently counts with his hand, and you both heave, and the rocks shift, and the smaller ones start to crumble on the side, and the boulder
Oh, here we go.
goes, crashes down, crumbling the side of the wall as other pebbles go. Let's see, where was it?
Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go.
So it rolls completely through them, and it hits the fire, sending up a bunch of flame and debris, and the pot of stew and everything kind of blows up and goes everywhere. These two guys both get hit. Let's see, what's the damage for that?
5d20.
Are you looking up your damage chart? Look under the column that says big fucking rock.
Ah, I found it.
So we should try and keep one of the raiders alive because they speak common. Probably not the guy that got hit by the rock. That was awesome. That was good thinking, Trent. That was great.
Are they gonna so they know we're there now, right? Or can we like flatten out afterwards to make it seem like it was a
Mistake. Yeah.
avalanche?
Yes.
This well, I guess you could if you want. If no one else wants to make a round and you guys pretend like it was an accident, you could try that if you want. Although I guess the others don't really know that that's the plan.
If Chugs can see them and like sees them flattened down, like he'll stay put. Otherwise, he's running in.
So the boulder crashed through and did all that. The guy on the front side almost kind of dodged out of the way. He got his foot got crushed by it and his leg, but he's still kind of like limping away. And then the guy behind the fire was completely surprised, and it just kind of rolled over him and squished him, and he's not moving anymore.
Nice.
So
What about the guy below the fire?
he didn't get hit at all.
He stood there and watched it roll by.
Yeah.
Just from his face.
He was like
stunned.
he was like reaching into the stew and pulled out like one spoonful, and then this boulder goes through and the stew pot's not there anymore. So you guys can both, if you wanted to move or do anything before Chugs goes, that's fine, since your action was pushing the boulder.
Okay. If we can try to flatten out, I mean, I think it's worth going prone just to see
Okay.
if we can trick him into thinking that it was a freak accident.
All right. So both you guys drop behind the boulder. Just roll a stealth check to see how well you remain.
That was
hidden.
Bushman's stuff.
Okay. So you both kind of, right after the boulder had rolled, you ducked behind the rocks, and you're fairly certain that they didn't see you behind it. And then Chugs, it is your turn after seeing the mayhem caused by the boulder.
Okay. Chug saw his buddies drop back down, so he's gonna see if Sefri saw. He's gonna kind of wave at her and point up, and sort of like put his hand like, all right, hold on, let's just see what happens. And then he just wants to see how the guys are gonna react to this. He's wondering if now that the Raiders are sort of outnumbered by almost double, or by double, more than double, the kobolds take any interest in pouncing their sort of superiors.
All right. And then Sefri, you can choose whether to do something or to wait as Chugs instructed you.
Well, I'm just saying.
I think I would. I would like to sneak up and snag one of them, but I think I'd better wait to see what the kobolds do.
Okay. So you will wait, and then I will put them into the turn order here.
Is that our surprise round, or do we get another one since they haven't seen it?
That's your... That they're kind of like alerted now, so there's no real surprise on them.
Damn. Okay, we should take advantage of that.
Yeah. Can we retroactively?
No.
All right. I'm sorry. Well, shit, that would have been cool.
Whoops. That guy's dead. Shouldn't roll for him.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab some water.
Okay. Guys to roll for. Okay. Let's sort them. I'm glad that you guys used the rock.
As you said that, I was hoping that we would make
Yeah,
use of it.
I was trying to, because some of the combat encounters seemed to, maybe it's just me since I'm running them and setting them up, but I felt like they were getting a little too samey, you know, just like
Okay.
hitting guys, and so I'm like, man, what can I do to give them something to like look at in the terrain or figure out, or
Hey, while he's gone, I'm gonna go get water real quick too.
all right,
I'll make it quick.
I will go get a drink also. Be right back.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. I'm back.
I think they all went to go get water.
Oh, for real? Okay. Nice timing. You living up in Ohio now?
I just moved up here. Yep.
Oh, I've been to Ohio a couple times.
Oh.
It's alright. Trent and I had a very good, very terrifying but good bonding drive. We drove from Orlando to Cleveland
Oh man.
in one shot, and it was tough.
Gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy. And the funny thing was, is we forgot to bring music, so we had like one CD. We had like Tom Petty, and that was like all we listened to for like 24 hours. It was great.
Oh man.
That was a long time ago.
David and I our family we lived in Ohio as kids, and we would vacation down in Florida, and we used to, well, at least pick up over 2 days though, but, ugh.
Yeah, that sucks.
Burnsy's back. Burnsy's speaking in third person.
Burnley. I was just telling her about our drive up to Ohio, because she's living in Ohio. I was telling her about
okay.
that 24-hour trip to in the car
Yeah, that was fun.
with one CD.
Man.
You guys did a road trip.
Yeah.
Us and Tom Petty.
Oh boy.
We got real close.
Yeah, real thing. God, that was so long ago.
Okay,
Alright.
you guys just initiated the combat here, so the boulder rolled and crushed one of these guys and severely maimed the other, and then the kobolds all kind of spring into action. They couple of them scatter at first. And then the guy who was who was hit by the boulder kind of goes back this way, kind of hiding behind the cart.
Ooh. Nagging.
Even though he has a dangerous woman behind him.
And this guy who was getting a spoonful of soup
We'll
dodges
call him
back.
Spoonful.
Can he be shaking it like that girl in Jurassic Park with the Jello? Just trembling.
And then it is Bushman's turn. Sorry, I
Alright,
should
cool.
probably use this the way it's supposed to be used. There. Did you want to control him, Steve, for his combat stuff, or did you want me to do that?
I mean, you gotta control all these other guys. So
Alright, that's fine.
I'll go ahead and let's see here. So you said, so if you just went right here, would you say that that's an extra 20 feet? You said it's like double per square, so this was 10, this is 10. So that would be like 35 feet.
So yeah, it'd be 5, and then 10, 15, 25, and then 30. Yeah, so his first step off of the rocks would be 30.
Okay, this would be 30 right here. Or right here.
Yeah.
So he has 15 from here. Okay, so he could get up right here where I want him. Alright, how do I want to handle this? So Bushman would just run up right here. I think that's what Bill would do. We could just start open. We could just be like those, like the Rangers in Lord of the Rings. Just start opening fire from all over the place. Just cause havoc. What do
Oh,
you think, Brent?
he does also have to get up, because I think both of you are prone.
Yeah, we're both prone.
Oh, so that's his move action, right?
That is half of his move. So, like, 20 feet or so.
Roll for it.
Yeah. All right. So he'll get up. So what do you think, guys? Should we open up with range weapons? I'm gonna probably want to run up and get in help Sefri, because she's gonna get rounded on. I can at least take this guy out, and maybe we make this guy right down here our target to keep alive if he doesn't run.
Yeah, we can open up with ranged.
All right. Let's do it. All right. So my boy Bushman. He's going to want to get a little advantage, so he's going to walk right up here. And then, is this the edge right here, Dave? Oh, that's the middle of the cliff. Right here, is that the edge?
Yeah, that's not on it yet. So yeah, you're right on the edge.
His dart can make 20 feet, or whatever it says, so he's going to do his range attack.
Okay.
And range attack 1. Let's try that again. There it goes.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Fucking Bushman always.
Right into his skull. The dart sticks in the kobold, and he straightens out and then falls over like a flat board.
Fucking Bushman. Alright.
And then the halfling Burnsy.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit anything from where I am without disadvantage. 'Cause my
How
move.
far? Your sharp approach 35 feet?
Without it, I can. What'd you ask?
What's the range on your crossbow?
30 feet without disadvantage. Up
You
to
could, I mean, you could
120
probably
feet.
move. You could probably move up to the edge and then fire on this guy.
Yeah, you can still move 10 or 15 feet when you get up from prone.
Can I move there? Sorry. Can I move here, or is it not there? Here,
If
or
you're
is it covered by rocks?
Yeah, you can move there. You can step onto those rocks.
Okay. All right. So I'll take a shot at this guy right here.
All right.
Oh, that's why I didn't do that. I always have ruler selected, and then it never works. Damn.
Oh man, the curse of the sevens returns.
I am.
All right, the crossbow bolt fires away as the kobold's scampering, afraid of the boulder that just demolishes.
But I yell out, "That was a warning shot!
Surrender.
Run from the goose dogs!"
I see like him up there, like with his hands on his hips, sort of like Peter Pan, but he's like playing a lute and shit, playing his guitar. All right, Chugs, my man, he's gonna move up right here. He's gonna go after that main fellow. Wait, was that 25? Okay, sorry. Right. Wait, I think it was. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't remember where it was. I think it was here. He's gonna go right here. He's gonna open up. He's gonna do a range. He's gonna take out his stool. He's gonna stand on it, and he's gonna shoot at the mage here who's pissing his pants.
I always start to laugh before you complete that sentence. Before you say "and stand on it."
Stand up.
He's gonna take out his stool.
Alright, here we go. You know, I always wonder if the mages would have better information, but there's no time for that. Here we go, range attack. 13.
You will hit. You fire an arrow right into his back as he's cowering behind the wagon there.
Nice.
Oh.
Chug is gonna wave over at Sefri, and wink at her, like, check that out.
You see that? You see that?
Okay.
Okay.
So
Will I be-
first, actually, sorry, these
Oh,
other
yeah, that's
these other kobolds are. So since they saw those two guys up at the top of the ridge there. It's gonna go that way, and then this guy actually noticed his friend go down here since he was looking in that
Wow.
direction. So he's gonna go. He goes behind the rock and Chugs. You can kind of see him, and you realize that the the cultist picks up something, and he picks up a scimitar, and you realize now that the cultists were unarmed at the time when they were eating. As you look at the guy on the ground that you shot, he doesn't have a weapon on him. And if you glance over at the other guy by the kobolds, he also does not have any kind of weapon visible.
Nice.
So he picks up something there and then makes a couple more steps that way. And then it is now Sefri's turn.
Okay. Do I also notice that he's coming around the other side of that rock?
Yeah, you kind of peeked out and saw him go around that way. You can hear him too.
Could I use my short sword or something and jump out and just get him?
You can move. So you could move kind of up this way
Okay.
and then around to attack him if you want.
All right. So do I just move there and then roll? I'm basically just gonna get right in his face and try something.
Do it.
Okay. Move
Alright.
one more up, because
Oh,
once you get in range with an enemy, if you move out of that range without taking your action to kind of move away from him, then he gets an extra attack on you since you're moving around him real close. So that's why you'd only go just at the first square next to him.
okay.
This is history. This is the first attack.
Is it melee attack? Okay.
We'll see if she was a good member of the Goose Dogs.
Right in his face.
So you run up behind him and slash at him just as he's trying to get a grip on his scimitar, and he kind of flails wildly to defend your attack, but you get cuts in on his arms and his side, but he's still fighting.
You're gonna hear Chugs like clapping and like far away, like oh, okay.
And I kind of look back at Chugs like, one up.
He's like putting his stool back on his back, and he's like, all right.